Hello, and welcome to this tutorial for the Recipe Organizer spreadsheet. My name is Tony, and I'm the creator behind Top Sheets. I design spreadsheets for both Google Sheets and Excel, focused on helping with productivity, organization, school, business, lifestyle, and more. On my shop dashboard, you can see the range of templates I've created to make planning and tracking easier. In this video, we're focusing on the Recipe Organizer template for Google Sheets. This template is perfect for anyone who wants to organize and store their favorite recipes in one simple, visual, and easy-to-use spreadsheet. I'll walk you through how to access the template, how to set it up step by step, and I'll share some tips and tricks for customizing it to your needs. The Recipe Organizer is made up of 13 tabs in total. First, we have the Intro tab. Here, you'll find written instructions, tips, and guidance to help you get started quickly, plus a link to reach out to me directly if you have any questions. Next is the Start tab. This is where you'll set up your template by customizing your recipe types and food categories to match your cooking style. Then comes the Recipe List tab. Here, you can list up to 100 meal ideas across 10 customizable recipe categories. This is also where you can find links that take you straight to each recipe card. And then finally, you'll see 10 recipe card tabs. These are the heart of the template, where you'll build all of your recipes. First and foremost, I'm going to show you how to access your template. After purchasing the Recipe Organizer from Etsy, you'll receive a PDF download that looks similar to this one. This PDF is included with your order and can be found on your Etsy account under Purchases and Reviews. You'll also get an email from Etsy with the download link. Just click to download and open the file on your computer or device. Inside the PDF, you'll find a direct link to the Google Sheets spreadsheet. Because it is a template link, you won't immediately be able to edit the file that you open. The first step is always to make your own personal copy. This ensures that you can enter your information without affecting the original template. Click the associated link in the PDF. This will open up a preview of the template in your browser. From here, you'll either see a button that says Use Template, or if you're just viewing the sheet, go to the top menu and click File and make a copy. Once you make a copy, the template is fully yours to edit, and you can rename it or move it to any folder in your Google Drive. Important note for mobile users. If you're trying to open the Google Sheets version directly on a phone or tablet, sometimes it doesn't save properly to your drive right away. I recommend opening the link on a computer first, making your copy there, and then you'll be able to access it normally in the Google Sheets mobile app. So just remember, open the PDF from your Etsy purchase, click the link, and then make your own copy before entering any data. This ensures you always have access to a clean master copy, which I may update with new features or improvements, and a personal copy that you can use for your own recipe logging. Now that your copy is ready, let's look at how to use your Recipe Organizer. Let's start with the Intro tab. Here, you'll find detailed written instructions on how to use your template. Since this video serves as your step-by-step guide, I won't go too deep into this tab right now. But if you ever need a quick reference, this is the place to check. At the very top, you'll also see a link to my Etsy store. That's the easiest way to reach me if you have any questions. Just click through and send me a message. Next up is the Start tab, which acts as your setup page. This is where you can customize your Recipe Organizer. At the top, you'll see a language dropdown. Many of my templates are available in English, German, Spanish, and French, so you can pick the language that you prefer. Just note, the written instructions on the Intro tab and the tab names won't change here. To have those in another language, you need to purchase that specific language version of the template, which you can find in my Etsy store. Next is the version number. This shows you when your copy of the Recipe Organizer was last updated. Right under it is a new template link. If I've released an update, you can click that link to access the latest version. To check, simply compare the version number in your template with the one in the new template link. You'll also notice a checkbox called Highlight Editable Fields. When you check this, the cells that you can edit will turn green. This is really helpful if you're unsure about which parts you should change versus which ones are locked with formulas. If you ever try to edit a locked cell, Google Sheets will stop you, but the highlight tool makes it easy to know exactly where to focus. Now let's look at a couple more customization options on the Start tab. Under Recipe Type, enter the 10 categories you want to use to organize your meals. For example, you can list things like breakfast, salad and soup, dinner, snack, beverage, etc. Then, under Food Categories, define up to 15 food groups, such as fruit, vegetable, or dairy. These will become drop-down options later on, helping you easily categorize each ingredient when you start building your recipes. A default list is included, but feel free to change or add to this list to fit your needs. Now let's take a look at the Recipe List tab. This tab acts as a dashboard where you can list and see all your recipes at a glance and access them quickly with clickable links to each recipe card. To use this tab, start by listing your meal ideas under each recipe type that you set up on the Start tab. Be sure to avoid repeating meal names. If you do, duplicates will automatically turn red to alert you that there's a conflict. If you want to use the same recipe for multiple meals, just slightly change the name. For example, breakfast tacos and dinner tacos. Then, to start building a recipe, simply click the link next to the meal name. It'll take you straight to the matching recipe card. This makes it easy to stay organized while keeping all your recipes accessible in one place. Now let's practice building a recipe. Let's just use avocado toast as our example. This is what a blank recipe card looks like. As you can see, the meal name populates automatically based on your Recipe List tab inputs. The first thing to do is input the number of servings, prep time, and cook time for your recipe. For instance, you might set this one to 1 serving with 5 minutes of prep time and 5 minutes of cook time. Next, list out your ingredients. Next to each ingredient, select the proper categories from the drop-down menus. Then, enter your ingredient units and quantities. Now, move on over to the notes section where you have space to write out the instructions and how to make your dish. You can also add an image of your meal right inside the sheet. To do this, click the area specified for the recipe image. Click Insert at the top, then Image, Insert Image in Cell, and then the picture you choose will appear in the cell. Finally, if you'd like to link this recipe to a web page, you can simply copy and paste the recipe URL into this link field. And that's it. Your recipe card is now fully set up and connected. Now that we've covered all the tabs, let's dive into some tips and tricks to help you customize and get even more out of your recipe organizer. First, let's talk about changing the colors. If you want your template to match your style, it's easy to update the theme. Simply click the paint bucket icon in the toolbar, click the pencil icon next to Custom, and then modify the colors in the accent 1 through 6 slots. You can also adjust the text color and the chart background color, which acts as an additional accent color on this template. These changes then automatically apply throughout the spreadsheet. Next, let's go over how to add more room for ingredients for a recipe card. By default, each recipe card gives you space for up to 15 ingredients. But if you need extra room, don't worry. There are 5 hidden rows built in for every recipe. In order to reveal them, navigate to the recipe where you want to add more ingredients. Then, look just below the last visible ingredient row. You'll see small arrows along the left side by the row numbers. Click those arrows to expand the hidden rows. If a warning message pops up, Simply click OK, and you'll instantly have more space to keep adding ingredients. Now, if you'd like to rename your recipe cards, you can easily do that too. By default, they're labeled something like breakfast recipes, lunch recipes, dinner recipes, and a bunch of extra recipe tabs. To customize the tab names, right-click the tab name at the bottom of your sheet, select Rename, and type in whatever name fits best based on the recipe types you listed on the Start tab. Here's a tip. Click on the Recipe tab and look at the title at the top of the page. The template automatically titles your recipe tabs according to your Start tab inputs, so you can easily match the tab name to the recipe type for that section. And that's how you use your recipe organizer spreadsheet. It's designed to make organizing your recipes and keeping all your favorite dishes in one place simple, visual, and stress-free. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me through my Etsy shop. I'm always happy to help. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.